Hello students, in last lecture we go through the fundamental theorem of cyclic group. Okay, now this lecture is start with the corollary. Okay, so what is an corollary? An integer k in Zn, an integer k in Zn is a generator of Zn if and only if GCD of n with k is equal to 1. So what corollary states? An integer k in Zn is a generator of Zn if and only if GCD of n with k is equal to 1. Okay, so any integer k in Zn is said to be generator if the GCD of that integer k with n is equal to 1. For example, if we consider Z4, let G is equal to Z4. Now, how Z4 looks like? It's consisting of element 0, 1, 2, 3. Therefore, which are the generators in Zn? Which are the generators in Z4? We know that in Zn. Which elements are generator whose GCD with n is equal to 4? Now, look at those elements in Z4 whose GCD with 4 is equal to 1. We know that GCD of 1 with 4 is equal to 1 and GCD of 3 with 4 is also is equal to 1. If you find the GCD of 2 with 4, what is the GCD of 2 with 4? GCD of n 2 with 4 is nothing but 2. Therefore, 2 is not a generator of Z4. Thus, generators in Z4 is 1 and 3. Okay, in that way the generators would be found. And how many generators in Z4? And number of generators in Z4 is 2. How many generators are there? 1 and 3. Okay, from this there is another result should be established. What is the statement of this? The generators in Zn is phi of n. We know that what is a phi of n? Phi of n is nothing but the set which is equal to set of all those x belongs to natural number 1 less equal x less equal n such that GCD of x with n is equal to 1. Okay, so what is an generators are nothing but the number of generators. The number of generators in Zn are nothing but the phi of n. This number is nothing but the phi of. For example, here in Z4, number of generators are phi of n. Phi of n is equal to phi. What is the value of n? Here n is equal to 4, which is equal to phi of 4. How the phi of 4 written as phi of 4 is equal to phi of 4 can be written as an 2 square. Okay, phi of 2 square, and what is phi of 2 square? Which is nothing but the 2 square minus 2 raised to 1. Okay, 2 square minus 2 raised to 1. As we know that phi of p to the power k, what is value? P raised to k minus p raised to k minus 1. Okay, by using this fact we can split this, which is equal to what is 2 square? 2 square minus 2, which is nothing but the 2. Therefore, number of generators in Z4 are how much? 2. Okay, in above we already find the generators. How many generators are for Z4? They are 2. Okay, by using this formula also we find the number of generators in Z4 is equal to 2. Now the next topic is subgroup of Zn. We have to find how to find the subgroups of an Zn. Therefore, for this the corollary is the statement for each positive divisor k of n, the set set generated by n divides k is the unique subgroup of Zn of order k. Moreover, these are the only subgroups of the Zn. Then what is the statement of an corollary? Yeah, only statement is given, there is no proof, okay, which is used for finding the subgroups of the Zn. So what is an corollary? For the each positive integer k of, for each positive divisor of a k of n, if we have an order of an subgroup, order of an group is given here, order of an Zn is nothing but the n, then find the divisors of that n. This divisor is denoted by k. Okay, for each positive divisor k of n, the set generated by n over k, n divides k. Okay, then divide n by k. This set generated by n over k, n by k, is the unique subgroup of Zn of order k, and this is nothing but the unique subgroup of Zn, and order of that subgroup is nothing but the k. Moreover, these are the only subgroups of Zn, and these are the unique subgroups of the Zn. So what is one procedure? First, the order of an Zn is nothing but the Z, then find the divisors k of an n, then subgroup generated by this n divided by k, which element is given, which element should be obtained, and subgroup generated by that element is nothing but the subgroup of an Zn, and which is nothing but the unique subgroup of that order, and the order of that subgroup is nothing but the k. For example, find the subgroups of Z30. Okay, as we know that what is an order of Z30? Order of Z30 is 30. Then what is our procedure? First find the divisors of an 30. Okay, now the divisors of 30 are, what are the divisors of n 30? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15 and the 30. Okay, these are nothing but the divisors of an 30. Now what is an subgroup? So what is an subgroup? Set generated by the n over k. Now consider first if k is equal to 1. First divisor, take first divisor as an 1. Okay, if k is equal to 1, then what is a subgroup generated by n over k? Subgroup generated by n over k is equal to 30 divided by 1, which is equal to subgroup generated by the 30. We know that how many elements are present in the set generated by the 30. As we know that Z30 is a group under addition. Okay, it is a group under addition. Therefore, it's consisting of all those n into 30 such that n belongs to Z. If you put n is equal to 1, then here 1 into 30 is 30. Okay, and modulo 30 it goes to singleton 0. If you multiplied any element to 30, modulo 30 it becomes 0, therefore it is consisting of only singleton 0. Then what is an order of n then group? The order of n group. Therefore, order of set generated by 30 is, what is, only one element is present here, is 1. Okay, now if k is equal to 2, if you put the value of n k is equal to 2, as divisor, second divisor is 2. Okay, so set generated by 30 divided by 2 is equal to 30 divided by 2 is equal to 15. Okay, how many elements are present here? Same set, n into 15 such that n belongs to Z, which is equal to n into 15 n belongs to Z. Put the values of an integer. If n is equal to 1, then it becomes 15. If n is equal to 2, 30. Okay, modulo 30 it becomes 0. Then n is equal to 345. Modulo 30 it becomes again 15. Therefore, there are only 2 elements is present here. Therefore, order of set generated by 15 is what? Order of set generated by 15 and nothing but it consisting of only 2 elements. Therefore, order is 2. Okay. Now, the third divisor is, what is third divisor? If k is equal to 3. then set generated by 30 by 3 is equal to set generated by 10. How the elements, which elements are present here? Same in such a way it can be found. Then the elements are 0, 10 and the 20. And what is an order? Order of set generated by 10 is equal to 3, since the 3 elements are present there. Now if k is equal to, which is 4 divisor is 6, okay, then it's set generated by 30 divided by 6 is equal to set generated by 5, okay, set generated by 5. Set generated by 5, which is equal to, which elements are present here? 0, 5, 10, 15, 20 and 25. Then what is an order? It is of an order 6. Now if k is equal to 5, then set generated by 30 by 5, which is equal to set generated by 6, is equal to 0, 6, 12, 18, 14. Okay, there how many elements are present? Therefore 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Its order is 5. In same way, all elements are sets should be determined. Now if k is equal to 10, now if k is equal to 10, then set generated by 30 by 10 is equal to set generated by 3, which is equal to 0, 3, 6 up to so on. How many elements? 27. Up to 27 these elements are present, and total number of elements are nothing but the 10. Therefore it is of an order 10. Now if k is equal to 15, then set generated by 30. If k is equal to 15, then set generated by 13 divided by 15 is equal to set generated by 2, which is equal to, which elements are present? 0, 2, 4 up to so on 28, because modulo 30 it becomes again 0. Okay, so how many elements present here? Its order is 15, since if we look at all the elements, total number of elements are 15, therefore its order is 15. Now if k is equal to 30, then set generated by 30 upon 30 is equal to, how many elements are? It is set generated by 1, and set generated by 1 nothing but the whole set, 0, 1, 2 up to so on 29 elements. Therefore its order is 30. Okay, therefore these are nothing but the all subgroups of an Z30. Then how many subgroups for the Z30? The number of subgroups of the Z30 are nothing but how many divisors are present for the 30? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Therefore by using this divisor we can find the subgroup, and therefore for each positive divisor there exists a unique subgroup of that order. Okay, so how many subgroups are present in the Z30? There are 8 subgroups. First is set generated by 30 is one subgroup, then set generated by 15 is a second, and the order of an each subgroup is given here. Order of set generated by 30 is 1, then order of set generated by 15 is 2, order of set generated by 10 is 3. In that we can find all the subgroups of an Z30, which are total 18 number. Thus Z30 has total 8 number of subgroups, and each subgroup of a particular order is nothing but the unique subgroup, that is only one subgroup. For example, the order of a subgroup, order 30 subgroup and order 30 is unique. Okay, it is generated by 1. Then subgroup of order 15 is unique, means single, it is generated by 2. Subgroup of order 10 is unique, it is generated by 3. Subgroup of order 5 is unique, it is generated by the 6. Okay, these are nothing but the subgroups of the ZX. Now the next is, for example, if we take the second example, find subgroups in Z4. Okay, now we know that order of Z4. What is an order of Z4? Order of an Z4 is 4. Then find, what is the procedure? Find the divisors of 4. Divisors of 4 is 1, 2 and 4. Now the first, if first divisor k is equal to 1, Then find the set generated by 4 by 1 is equal to set generated by 4. What is a set generated by 4? Is consisting of a single element, because Z4 is nothing but consisting of element 0, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, single element, therefore it is of an order 1, okay, because single element is present here. If k is equal to 2, then set generated by 4 by 2 is equal to set generated by 2. How many elements are present here? 0 and 2. That is only 2 elements is present, therefore its order is 2. Now if k is equal to 4, then set generated by 4 by 4 is equal to set generated by 1 is equal to, how many elements are present here? It is consisting of an whole set 0, 1, 2 and 3, which is nothing but the whole set Z4. Therefore the subgroups, total number of subgroups in Z4 is, how many subgroups are present? There are 3 number of subgroups are present in the Z4. Now we discuss the Euler's phi function. So what is an Euler's phi function? It is already done, but I will give the definition for the Euler's phi function. So what is an Euler phi function? We know that the phi of n, Euler's phi function is denoted by the phi of n for the any integer n. Okay, Euler's phi function phi of n can be defined. It is a set of all those x belongs to set of natural number 1 less than equal to x less than equal to n, such that GCD of an x with n is equal to 1. Okay, so this is nothing but the Euler's phi function. Now here phi of 1 is equal to 1. As we look at phi of 1, phi of 1, what is a set? Phi of 1 is a set of all those 1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1. Here n is 1. Okay, here n is 1, such that GCD of an x with 1 is equal to 1. There is only one element whose GCD with 1 is 1, and it is only one element. Okay, singleton 1. Therefore phi of 1 is equal to 1. Now if you find the value of an phi of 2, what is an phi of 2? Phi of 2 is a set of all those x belongs to set of natural number 1 less equal x less equal to, such that GCD of an x with 2 is equal to 2. Okay, so how many elements are present in this set? Is equal to set of all those integers whose GCD with 2 is equal to 1. Now if you look at first element is 1, GCD of an 1 with 2. What is the GCD of an 1 with 2? Obviously it is 1. Okay, if you look at then 2, GCD of 2 with 2 is 2. Greatest common divisor of an 2 with 2 is 2. Therefore, but we have to find those elements whose GCD is 1. Therefore only singleton 1 is present here. Then how many elements are present? Is only 1. This is implies phi of 2 is equal to 1. Now if you look at phi of 3, how many elements are present? Find those elements whose GCD with 3 is equal to 1. You know that GCD of an 1 with 3. We have to start with natural number, and natural number starts with 1. Okay, so first we consider 1. GCD of an 1 with 3 is 1. Then GCD of 2 with 3 is again 1. Okay, therefore 2 is also present here. GCD of an 3 with 3 is 3. Therefore 3 is not present here. Now this is implies it consisting of 1 and 2. Okay, how many elements are present? This implies phi of 3 is equal to 2. In short, for the any element, if we have an element of the form phi of p to the power k, where p is an prime. Okay, therefore its phi of p to the power k, it can be found as an p raised to k minus p raised to k minus 1, where p is an prime number. Okay, so how the phi of p to the power k can be found where p is a prime number? It is nothing but p raised to k minus p raised to k minus 1. For example, phi of 2 cube. So what is formula? Which is equal to 2 cube minus of 2 square. Because the formula is what is phi of p to the power k is equal to p raised to k minus p raised to k minus 1. Here p is nothing but the prime. We know that 2 is a prime number. Therefore it is equal to 2 cube minus 2 square. What is 2 cube? 8 minus 2 square is 4, which is equal to 4. This is implies phi of 2 cube is equal to 4. Now in this way Euler's phi function should be found out. Okay, if we have given any number and if we have to find the value of the phi of n. Therefore, by using this formula, we can find this number, or we can count, because it is nothing but the those elements less than or equal to that number n, such that whose GCD with that number is nothing but the 1. Okay. Now, also we know that what is U of n? The set U of n is set of all those x belongs to this set is nothing but one of the same with phi of n. Okay. Set of all those x belongs to n, 1 less than equal to x less than or equal to 1, such that whose GCD of an x with n is equal to 1. This is implies order of n U of n is equal to phi of n. Since these two sets are same, phi of n is also set of all those x belongs to n, such as GCD of an x with n is equal to 1, and U of n is also that. Therefore, order of U of n, how many elements are present in U of n, is nothing but the phi of n. Okay. Now, the next theorem is if D is a positive divisor of n, the number of elements of order D in a cyclic group of order n is phi of D. Okay. What is the statement? If D is a positive divisor of an n, we have given n is nothing but the order of n group G, and if D is any divisor, D is a divisor of an n, the number of elements of order D in a cyclic group of order n, then number of elements of order D in the cyclic group, how many elements are present? Phi of D. Okay, we find the values of n phi of D, and this number of elements are present in that cyclic group of an order n. Now, the proof. Now we start the proof. So, by the fundamental theorem, of cyclic group, what is the fundamental theorem of an cyclic group? We know that for each positive divisor, K of n, the group set generated by A has exactly one subgroup of order K. Okay. We know that the fundamental theorem of a cyclic group, what is for each positive divisor K of n, where n is an order of n group. Okay. For each positive divisor K of n, the group set generated by A. The group set generated by A means nothing but it is a cyclic group G. Okay. The group set generated by A has exactly one subgroup of that order. It has exactly one subgroup of that order. Now, here we know that here we have given D is a positive divisor of an n. Here D is a positive divisor of n. Therefore, by using this theorem, okay, by using this fundamental theorem, we have there is exactly one subgroup of order D. As we know the statement of the fundamental theorem, for any positive divisor K of n, there is exactly one subgroup of order K. Here we have D is a positive divisor of n, therefore there is exactly one subgroup of an order D. And let this subgroup is this subgroup of order D is set generated by, and if we consider this subgroup is nothing but the set generated by A, then every element of order D also generates the subgroup set generated by A. Okay, every element of order D. Since D is a divisor of an N, and we know that the D is a subgroup generated by A. Therefore, if we consider the every element of that order D is nothing but the generates the subgroup set generated by A. Okay. Also, we know that by theorem, if G is equal to set generated by A, then A raised to K generates set generated by A if and only if GCD of K with N is equal to 1. As we know that as G is equal to set generated by A raised to K also generates set generated by A if and only if GCD of N K with N is equal to 1. This implies, and as D is a divisor of an N, and also D is a divisor of an N, this implies this as G is set generated by A, and we know that the what is an order of this group? Order of this group is D, as D is a positive divisor of an N and D is generated by that element. Therefore, this implies number of, by using this theorem, number of such elements are phi of D. Okay, therefore by using this theorem, as using this theorem, as G is generated by A, and we know that the D is a divisor of an N and D is a subgroup generated by the A. It is possible only if GCD of with this D and with N is equal to 1, and these are nothing but the number of elements of that order. Therefore, number of such elements are nothing but the phi of D. This is what we have to prove. Okay, so for the any positive divisor of an N, the number of elements of D in a cyclic group of order N is nothing but what is phi of D. First of all, we look at the fundamental theorem of an cyclic group. What is an theorem? For any positive integer K of N set generated by A is equal to G. Therefore, for that positive divisor, it's the only single subgroup of an order K. Therefore, here we consider D as a positive divisor of an N. Therefore, there is exactly one subgroup of an order D, and we consider this subgroup is nothing but subgroup generated by the A. Therefore, every element of an order D, since D is generated by set generated by A, this implies every element of an order D also generates a subgroup set generated by A. Okay, and also we know the theorem at G is equal to set generated by A, and then A raised to K also generates set generated by A. If and only if this is generated of set generated by A, if and only if GCD of N K with N is equal to 1. As we know that D is also an divisor of an N, and it generate the group set generated by A. Okay, therefore number of elements of that order is nothing but the GCD of an D with N is equal to 1. Okay, and this number is nothing but the phi of D. Therefore, number of such elements is nothing but the phi of D. Okay. Here, therefore, the first chapter is end here. In the next lecture, we go through the next chapter.